Welcome back to TMZ Sports, everybody. I am your host, Mojo Mutati, with NFL legend Mark McMillian, who played for both the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Going to talk about some exciting things that he has coming up. But first, Mark, how are we doing today, my friend?
I'm doing good, man. I'm here in sunny Arizona getting ready for Super Bowl week, man. So I'm excited. There's a lot of stuff going on, man. So I definitely appreciate you giving me the time to speak on your show.
Well, I got to read out a couple of stats here from your career. My goodness, this is why you have the time on the show. 23 interceptions in your career. You had 1 year in 97 where you had 3 defensive touchdowns all in the same year. My goodness. But the thing I got to talk to you about today is the fact that you played in both teams competing in the Super Bowl this weekend. As a former player, what does that feel like?
I can't lose, so either way, man, I can't lose. But, everybody's like, who are you going to choose between the Eagles and the Chiefs? I was like, well, being drafted back in, 91, 92, a 10th round pick, number 272. I still remember that number. A lot of teams passed up on me, but the Philadelphia Eagles took that chance and made the squad. And obviously, was a free agent, then went to Kansas City, played there, had some pretty good success. So, man, I'm a little torn, but I got to go with the Eagles, man. They drafted me first, and I was there for 4 years.
As much as I want to continue to ask you questions about the big game itself, seeing as how you played for both teams, I had to read this a few times to make sure that this was legit, but you are going to be a contestant on the 2nd season of Next Level Chef on Fox with Gordon Ramsay, which airs immediately following the Super Bowl. My goodness, what a huge spot to be in. But how did this come about? What can we expect? What's Gordon Ramsay like? The floor is yours, my friend. I'm all ears.
It's been a long process. This all started way back in March. The casting, started reaching out through Facebook, and I really don't check my messenger. So they was like, hey, is this Mark McMillian? I'm thinking like, somebody won something. So they kept hitting me up. It's like, hey, is this Mark McMillian from the Eagles and the Chiefs? So I finally responded back, and the guy says, hey, would you mind being a contestant on Gordon Ramsay's Next Level Chef? Come on, I'm not going to turn that down. I'm a barbecue guy that grills in the backyard, but I can throw a little cuisine now too as well. But obviously, I think it said like between 10 and 15,000 applicants applied for this opportunity. They flew 24 people down, and they had cut day down to 18. Like, it was like going through training camp. Like, man, somebody ain't gonna be here when the show airs, So out of 15,000 people, I made the final 18 on season 2 of Next Level Chef, featuring the hottest chef in the game, Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay, of course, known for all that fire and passion. Certainly not afraid to yell at somebody if they mess up. I mean, to me, it seems like you're playing for a football coach all over again. What was he like?
He was intense, and I think that's the kind of advantage that I had. Obviously, playing for some hard-nosed coaches, Marty Schottenheimer in Kansas City. Gene Stallings at the University of Alabama. So I played for some hard-nosed guys, old school. But watching Gordon on all these shows, I'm like, man, I sure hope he don't spit my food out and tell me how terrible my food is and go back to playing football. But he's intense, man. And like I said, when I first found out that I was actually going to be on his team, man, I had butterflies. I was like, yo, Gordon Ramsay picked me, of all people, a former player, not even a top chef, to be on his squad. So, man, I'm pumped, man. I'm excited for this opportunity. People are going to love this cast, man. I'm telling you.
Well, sir, I just hope you prepare yourself for Sunday, because if that super long football game is not stressful enough, the show really starts after the game ends. This is going to be fantastic. Mark McMillian, thank you so much for joining us here on TMZ Sports. Best of luck, double luck on Sunday, my friend.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. Shout out to my PR Joy as well for making this all possible, man. She made it happen. I appreciate you having me on, man. Now I got to get back in the gym, man, so I can get swole like you.